Okay. What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk to you about my favorite bodybuilder. Well, bodybuilder and physique athlete, if you want to call it. So, last year, as far as bodybuilding, last year, 2014, Phil Heath won, Kai Green came in second, and I think it was last year. It was the year that they were like really about to go at it on stage. I think that's when things got really heated up. And that's why a lot of people gave shit about it. They're like, oh, giving bodybuilding a bad name. Blah blah blah. People aren't gonna like it. They're gonna think it's roid rage, whatever. Kai Green, he's got a good physique. It's amazing. The thing that I was discussing with one of the trainers that works with me, or at the gym, is that he argues that Kai Green, amazing physique. So does Phil Heath, has an amazing physique. The thing that separates the two is that Kai Green he's more on the heavier side. He's more blockier. And Phil is not as heavy. Now, having said that, being heavier, you have that like a blockiness to the physique, and then Phil Heath has that 3D look, the 3D, as far as being more dry. You can see all the insertions of the muscle, the belly of the muscle, and with Kai, it's kind of like, it's more mass, and I think that's another reason why Phil keeps, he was in first place last year too. So, now as far as the direction of bodybuilding is going, where it's concerned, I think that the way things are going, taking into consideration, like bodybuilding or like the Olympia, the 212 class, and then like the physique, is that I think that being that the 212, they're not really that big compared to like the main bodybuilders like Phil and Kai. You would think that they're more like the classic bodybuilders, but it seems that the physique guys are the ones that are looking more like the classics. Like, for example, favorite physique guy for me personally is Sadiq Hazovic. Now the thing is, I'm not saying that just because he's in first place and he won the Arnold Classic or whatnot, but the thing is, ever since he got, I think it was like two years ago, I started kind of like following him. At first it was Steve Cook. Steve Cook's amazing. The thing is that I think with his videos, like people like looking up at motivation videos and stuff like that. I think Steve fell off of it. He went through some personal stuff too, but seeing that Sadiq pushes himself and a really positive attitude toward things, like I feel like that's, first, it's a good image for the sport, like keep positive, think positive, good things will happen. So it's not just focused on the sport, it's not just so centered on it, but you have that motivation, that drive, that discipline. Discipline is everything, and when you learn, to have discipline, or when you learn something in one area, then you can apply it to many things. So that's what I like, and then another thing is, like, this guy works really hard. You can tell. That whole BS about, oh, everyone, like, this guy's on steroids, oh, this guy's not on steroids, oh, he's natty, oh, not natty, blah, 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 blah. You know what? The sport, everyone knows a lot of people take steroids, right? Just pinpointing out and trying to say, like, oh, this guy's natty. I know this is, like, the way I thought sometime or once was like this, and I never talk shit about it. But the thing is, you want to, or pick out like people who you think are on steroids just to make yourself feel better, because somehow that you're either afraid of taking steroids, you don't want to take them, you want to keep natural, whatever the reason may be. There's no wrong reason or wrong answer. But the thing is, when you say that, or when you put it that way, it's like you're trying to make yourself feel better, because that being natural, you're not going to be able to get to that state. It's a harsh fact, a harsh truth. But you know what? The guys that do it, of course, it's not easy. That's something that a lot of people miss. It's not easy. just because you shoot up steroids doesn't mean that you're gonna be bulky or you can be Kai Green and fucking feel heat. You know, I've met guys, like, especially since I started working at the gym, I met so many guys that are on gear. Either way, like, they don't seem, so, like, okay, let me put it this way. I met some guys that up to the point where they, you know, let out or, you know, talked about them not being natural, I thought they were natty. Why? Because, like, their size, you know, if they were on gear, I would expect them to be bigger, you know, but, you know, everyone's different. You know, personally, I'm not on gear. You know, would I do it sometime? I don't know, maybe someday, I don't know. Like, I don't want to say I am going to do it. I don't want to be a hypocrite and say, like, no, that, you know, that's not for me. You never know, you know? So I'd rather just take a neutral position, just see people, you know, just kind of like sit back, let everyone do their thing. Anyway, Sadiq, the way he's looking right now, and I'm put up a picture, is, you know, his arms, his delts, they're legit. You know, he's got that back. He pretty much looks like Frank Zane, you know, back in the day. The thing is, Sadiq is, I think he's stepping on stage 195 or 200. So that's pretty heavy, or that's pretty big, you know, for someone who's I think he's 5'11", so that's pretty big. It's awesome. So, and especially the way he trains, it's bodybuilding. He trains bodybuilding style. You know, just amazing physique. So what I think is gonna happen is that physique competitors are pushing or gonna become the new, like, the classic. And if that happens, then, you know, probably they'll keep Mr. Olympia as like mass monsters or just for show, you know, like crazy. Who knows, you know? Let me know in the comment section what you think. You think that's gonna happen? You think Olympia is gonna be mass monsters and you're gonna have physique be like the classic? You know, that'd be awesome. What do you think? And as far as like the steroid talk, I'll make more videos about that and what I think, but like I said, you know, just stop convincing yourself that, you know, just because someone looks legit, they're on steroids or they're not on steroids, or, you know, just you try to make yourself feel better, but you're making an ass out of yourself. So the way I see it, you know, these are my 2 cents. So whoever wants to talk smack, go ahead. I want to hear what you have to say. But as far as I'm concerned, you know, it's a sport. Like, people are on gear, you know. People choose to be on gear, people choose not to be on gear. But if you choose not to be on gear and, you know, you want to look like Sadiq or Arnold, then just know what it takes. You know, don't just sit there and talk shit, you know, being all under a cloud and pinpointing or picking at people saying like, oh, you're on steroids, like you're not natural, blah, blah, blah. You know, just because you're mad. Because, you know, you won't get to that natural. So anyway, my 2 cents. That was the video for today. Any comments, questions, concerns you guys have, just leave in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. As far as maybe this video is a little weird, I don't know. It's the first time I do something like this. And I'll talk about bodybuilding, so I'll do that more often. So, good talk. Well, I'll get to talk to you soon and give the weights out. Cool.